Pete Hegseth's awful, no good, very bad, embarrassing week just went from bad to worse. An angry mob of deep red state voters have made it clear they're coming for him. Have your torches and your pitchforks ready. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. First, a word about my temporary set and informal attire. I'm on location here in Anaheim, California at WonderCon, promoting our channel and my bibliography. If you are here at the show and see me on the floor, come say hi. I would love to meet you. Now, on to our breaking story. Defense Secretary and National Embarrassment Pete Hegseth has had a rough week, one of his own making. The Signalgate scandal has dominated headlines since Monday when journalist Jeffrey Goldberg went public, revealing that he had mistakenly been added to a thread on the app Signal. In the chat group, which included Hegseth, Tulsi Gabbard, J.D. Vance, and Marco Rubio, among more than a dozen others, Hegseth revealed precise times and battle plans for U.S. airstrikes on Houthi rebels in Yemen. Hegseth first denied the leak, accusing Goldberg of manufacturing a hoax. When Goldberg released the entire chat thread, Hegseth, see for yourself.
Now, as I said to this group a couple of times on this trip now, as we move to the Indo-Pacific to do our job, which is what we're here to do, nobody's texting war plans. Well, I noticed this morning, out came something that doesn't look like war plans. And as a matter of fact, they even changed the title to attack plans, because they know it's not war plans. There's no units, no locations, no routes, no flight paths, no sources, no methods, no classified information. You know who sees war plans? I see them every single day. I looked at them this morning. I looked at attack plans this morning. You know who does attack plans and war plans? Men like that admiral right there, Paparo, for the Indo-Pacific, or Eric Kurilla, our general in CENTCOM. They do attack plans and war plans. And thank God we have those leaders who do it and do it well, and our enemies know it. My job, as it said atop of that, everybody's seen it now, team update, is to provide updates in real time. General updates in real time, keep everybody informed. That's what I did. That's my job. The war fighters will take the fight to the enemy, and I love what they do. And with President Trump's leadership, our enemies are on notice. We will have peace through strength, and we'll keep putting our troops first. Thank you very much. We're heading off
strike plans
to the
before they launched.
And the outcry has not calmed. Use of Signal violates current national security standards as it is an unsecured app. Administration employees are not supposed to be using it. So either Hegseth and company are using it on their personal phones, which is also a violation of national security protocol, or they found a way to load it onto their government-provided devices in a hack known as sideloading. Either way, they're breaking the rules. But more importantly, they're likely doing so to avoid a written record of the attack, which again violates the law. All attacks require precise documentation in the name of accountability and transparency. So no wonder a mob is majorly ticked off. Despite all efforts to claim that the information shared in the Signal chat was not classified, which, if covert operations aren't classified, I don't know what is. Look, charges that it wasn't sensitive information shared or that Jeffrey Goldberg somehow hacked the chat are just absurd. National Security Advisor Michael Waltz has claimed that he added Goldberg by accident, and if Goldberg was able to hack into the Signal chat, that proves that it is not secure for this kind of information. Look, every attempt Hegseth has made to deflect blame or attack Goldberg or claim that this was not a dangerous or a violation of government standards, they've all backfired. And now the knives are out. Last night in Westfield, Indiana, Representative Victoria Spartz of the 5th Indiana Congressional District held a town hall, and all hell broke loose. Take a look. Now, this is a longer clip. You'll want to watch all the way to the end.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm from Carmel, and I just wanted to see what your plan is to address the issue with the administration talking about classified military operations on Signal. And will you demand the immediate resignation of Pete Hegseth? demand the immediate resignation of Pete Hegseth, Michael Waltz, and the rest of the group chat.
So let me just address, no, I will not demand their resignation. I'll explain you something. And actually, you should know all of the resignation stuff goes to the Senate anyway, so you should talk to your senators. Hopefully they'll have town halls for both senators that you have. So you can attend them and talk to them a little bit more. But talking about that issue, one thing that I want to share with you, I think it is actually very bad, and there is some classified and usually classified information. We have a mechanism to share that and deal with that. But there is sensitive information that might be not classified. And one thing I have to tell you, the government needs to do a better job than we have tools for sensitive information where we can communicate with each other. So we don't have innocent mistake or just something happened by mistake. Because definitely it's not a good situation. So hopefully we'll take some, look at that and actually, because we don't even have as a members of Congress a lot of Democrats, Republicans using Signal because we don't have any other tools. And I was very surprised when I became member of Congress that we don't. So we have tools when we go that are very deeply classified, but you don't always have to go and skiff and be able to have this conversation. You don't even cannot do that. So I think with all of the technologies that happen in the real world, it's sad that government is so behind on every single technology. And actually that's what Elon is trying to do. He's trying to bring technology to the government.
Dude, Indiana is a deep red state that went for Trump in 3 elections, and this is how people are acting? Also, speaking of weak deflection, Representative Spartz saying all resignations must go through the Senate, that's just stupid. Other Congress people have already called for Hegseth to resign, and it's not like resignations need Senate approval. It's worth noting that Spartz also took to Twitter to whine about how difficult town hall meetings have become in our current political climate. Guess why, lady? This ire against Hegseth arrives as The Hill reports that an overwhelming majority of Americans, 54%, think Hegseth should resign. That statistic includes about half of all self-identified Republicans. The blowback also comes as the Wall Street Journal reports that Hegseth inexplicably brought his wife and brother to high-level security meetings with foreign officials. Sensitive information was also discussed in those meetings, the kind of information that's not to be shared with people that don't have proper security clearance or on an app like Signal. Video of Hegseth, who has a long history of alcohol abuse, including but not limited to impregnating married women and allegations of domestic violence leveled by his own mother. Footage of him openly drinking on the job at a NATO summit also circulated this week. So the question is this. What more needs to happen for the administration to send this rummy to the drunk tank? When will they take the keys away from Hegseth before he crashes into a tree or gets the country kicked out of a strip club? He has a history of that too. Drinky Pete has got to go. That's the bottom line here. And the sooner the better. The longer the Republican Party and the administration continue to defend him, the greater the chance that he puts our troops and our nation in harm's way. For Occupy Democrats, I'm David Reddish.